Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's kiki, which is dissecting Erika Jayne's delusional response and reaction to Tom Girardi's CFO being arrested and accused of embezzling $10 million. Before we get into that, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. With that, you guys, let's dive right on in. And don't worry if you cannot see the tweet on the screen. I'm going to read everything to you so you will be covered. Okay. Now, as we recently reported on, Tom Girardi, CFO, basically like his right-hand man, he had been with him for about 20 or so years, was recently arrested. I mean, the FBI are the people who put in the criminal charges against this man, okay? The FBI did this. He was recently arrested. Now, I think anybody, and I'm talking to you, Erika Jayne Girardi, again, everything's alleged, rumored based, and opinion based. But if I'm Erika Jayne Girardi and I'm facing, all of these lawsuits, one for $25 million, $55 million, so many lawsuits, and one of the top people, but not the top person, because obviously the top person is her husband, Tom Girardi, gets arrested by the feds, I would be shaking in my boots. But that's because I'm a logical person. Erika Jayne Girardi instead is tweeting and being delusional. So let's read what is being said on Reality Blurb. So it says, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erika Jayne reacts after Tom Girardi, CFO, is arrested and accused of embezzling $10 million as fans speak out. On Thursday, November 10th, the Los Angeles Times reported that Christopher Kamen, the former CFO of Tom Girardi's law firm, was arrested on charges of wire fraud. Prosecutors claim the man embezzled $10 million and used part of the funds to shower an escort with gifts and a monthly stipend. Christopher was also accused of fleeing to the Bahamas when he learned his alleged co-schemers were being questioned by investigators. Tom Girardi's estranged wife, Erika Jayne, from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, recently reacted to the news. After the LA Times article was published, Erika shared it on Twitter, providing a link to the site. Okay. Now, she also liked a series of posts, which perhaps gives insight into her own thoughts on the case. People said, are we really surprised? I bet we see much more not pointing to Erika, wrote at Dodge Gale, which was liked by Erika. Quote, hang in there, Erika. You're doing great. This too shall pass. Erika also liked a comment that read, quote, and yet you were still the one everyone thought we should have been focusing on. Wow, talk about vindicated. Finally, wrote another tweeter liked by Erika. In a different post, a fan wrote, quote, yes, queen, you better clear your name. I mean, the delusion is so real, it's not even funny. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Now, let's get into the juicy part. However, most of the responses to Erika's Twitter post were negative. Many fans pointed out Tom's likely involvement and reminded Erika about the bankruptcy's trustee claims that $25 million from Tom's law firm was allegedly transferred to her. But you benefited and still no remorse, wrote one Twitter follower. Sounds like a major criminal operation with Tom still very much involved. Did you bother to read the article? Questioned another person. Your day is coming too, another fan predicted. Now listen, I'm with that one. It also goes to say, we still don't like how you treated the victims, added another Twitter user, and it goes on and on and on. Now, I am with this Twitter user that says your day is coming too. Now, Erika, we all know your reaction to this entire situation has been disgusting, has been vile, has been cold-hearted, and just not a good look. Just not a good look. First, you claim, maybe it's alleged victims. The victims don't even exist. Then you said you don't give a damn about anybody but yourself. Then you said that you were vindicated because a case was dismissed in like Chicago or something, and then people are saying, oh, the judge found that you had no knowledge of your husband's crimes. That's actually not true. What the judge said is that you had no knowledge of your husband's commitment to his co-counsel, because the case that you got dismissed from had nothing to do with the victims. The case you got dismissed from was his co-counsel suing him, and therefore suing you because you benefited from the fraud. So these are two different cases. And then the case you got dismissed from, they're refiling it in California. So Erika just has been lying and has been delusional this whole time. Again, like I said, I would be shaking in my boots. This does not vindicate Erika. This just shows you how deep the fraud went and how it was such a big scheme. And don't fall into that Jen Shah trap. Jen Shah thought that her, number one assistant, Stewart, was never going to roll on her. But when he got arrested, he pled out, he pled guilty, and he rolled. That's exactly what this guy is going to do, the CFO guy. He's now been arrested by the feds. He's going to roll. It's called what? Squealing like a pig? He's going to squeal. He knows how the scheme was ran. He knows who ran the scheme. He knows who was involved in the scheme. And he knows who benefited from the scheme. And most importantly, he knew the people who knew about the scheme. And that's really what you are being held to account for, your knowledge of the scheme. So this doesn't vindicate you, Erika. I would be very, very concerned. I would be very, very, I think this is the tip of the iceberg. And I think that this is actually the beginning of the end. Because it means that they're building cases, and means that they have evidence, and means that they have proof. It means now that they're going to turn the criminals into witnesses. This right now is the beginning of the end. And don't forget about the IRS, because allegedly you owe millions and millions in back taxes. And if the feds don't get you, the IRS will. So Erika, keep being delusional. Enjoy your freedom while you have it. Enjoy your ill-gotten money while you can, because I do think this is the beginning of the end. But I want to know what you guys think. Put it down in the comments down below. Do you think that this is still Erika just being delusional as she's always been? Or you think that this is just a part of her evil strategy? We already know she tried to appeal to keep the, $750K earrings, which was pretty disgusting. We already know that she still lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion in West Hollywood. She still drives a Range Rover. She has other cars. She still has her jewelry, artwork, her clothes, all of it. So do you think that this is just a PR stunt for her, trying to deflect, saying, see, it was the CFO guy, not me, when that's not actually true? What it actually shows is that everybody really was involved. It wasn't just a one-man show. There were a lot of people whose hands were dirty. So let me know what you guys think, okay? And before you do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So with that, you guys, Candy Cane, stick around, because I'm going to take a couple of your Candy Canes questions and comments. Hey, Karma Collective. Hey, Candy. Hey, what's up? Karma Collective says, I've just commented on your Potomac one, LOL. What did you think? What did you think? And let's see here. Hey, Karma Collective, Erika is a mess, attention seeker. That part. Hi, Danny. Danny says, Candy, what's up, sweetheart? Karma Collective says, who has the gall to walk on set with them earrings? Listen, it was disgusting. It was also disgusting because if you think about it, Erika had to pack those earrings. Remember, they were filming in Aspen. So she had premeditated bringing them. She packed them. If you know that you are in a legal battle trying to keep these ill-gotten earrings, why did you bring them to Aspen with you? What type of sociopath does that? It wasn't like they were in Beverly Hills and like they popped off at a dinner and then the next day she showed up with them because she had him, at home. She packed them. So even before Crystal and Garcelle, you know, kicked up about the fact that she should give the earrings back, she already intended to wear them because she packed them. That's some sick. That is so sick. Hey, Cancer Queen. She goes off topic. Hi, Candy. You should do a deep dive on witchcraft with Beyonce and Jay-Z. What happened to his side chick, Kathy White, and died, quote, accidentally? Ooh, his side chick, Kathy White, who died accidentally. Listen, there are some deep dives that I'm scared to do, and that's one of them. I'm scared to do a deep dive into like the Rothschilds, into Beyonce and Jay-Z, like, because there's some stuff from like, oh my God, don't come after me. But I do want to start doing more deep dives into other topics, into other cases, and into other people than just the housewives. So that's a really good suggestion, and keep them coming. That one just scares me. That one just scares me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not built for certain things, and like, I'm not built to go after witchcraft with Beyonce and Jay-Z. That's just too deep, too dark, and I'm scared. And I have no shame in my game. That scares me. But I do want to do deeper dives into other cases, into people and conspiracy theories, so keep them coming. Hey, Karma, so disgusting. She's calculating. Yeah, that's psychotic. That is psychotic. You pack the earrings even before they came after you? She's sick. Hey, Karma Collective, Erika's playing a nasty game. It's so see-through. Yes, 100%. Danny says, yeah, don't do it, Candy. I know. I know. That one scares me. I'm not going to lie. There are certain topics that I'm scared. Hey, Karma Collective, Candace needs to concentrate on Chris and address it correctly and leave Michael in the past, and Ashley has nothing to get her with. Well, this is the thing. I think that I agree that, and we're talking about the video I just did on Potomac. So if you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch it. The sneak peek for the upcoming episode. This is what I think. I think that Ashley would have went for Candace and Chris no matter what. Because I think that Ashley, Giselle, and Robin already got together and said, this season, we're taking Candace and Chris down. Because even before Candace broke the fourth wall and went off about Michael Darby, Ashley and Giselle already were talking about, oh, he sent me the DM. Oh, he made me uncomfortable in the hotel room. You know, for whatever reason, Robin decided to dissent and be like, I'm not with the scheme anymore. I believe Chris, probably because Robin knows that she needs to have her own voice if she's going to stay on the show. And I think Robin decided to save herself. And she was like, I'm going to have my own voice. I'm going to go against Giselle on some stuff so I can stay on the show. Because I think Robin cares more about staying on the show and keeping that Bravo paycheck than she does in being cahoots in Giselle and Ashley. But I think Robin knew the whole thing was a setup from jump. And then she decided to dissent to save her own skin. All right, let's see here. Hey, Karma Collective, Candy, Lisa Barlow girl, taste please, LOL. Karma, listen, I'm a Lisa Barlow stand. Like, we know. Hey, Elizabeth, she says, hi, Candy. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Cancer Queen. Yup, the family know. Yup, the Knowles family are evil. Listen, I ain't trying to get taken out. I'm trying to live my life. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff that, I can't. Not those forces. Hey, Karma Collective. So is Tom getting away with it? I don't think Tom is. The only way I think Tom is going to get away with it is if he unfortunately passes away. And I'm not speaking that into existence. I don't want that. Yes, I think he did a lot of crimes, but I would never speak that on anybody. And or if he just continues to, in my personal opinion, play like he has dementia, play like he has Alzheimer's, play like he's sick. Because he is in his 80s, right? So maybe it started out with him like using it as a way to get out of going to jail. And maybe now his mental health really has started to devolve under the stress of being caught. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that, but I think the only way he gets away with it is if he continues saying he has dementia or if he passes away before they're able to bring charges against him. But I think the fact that they arrested the CFO actually signals that Tom Girardi is hella guilty. It was a scheme that they were all involved in. You know what I mean? So it's just like when they arrested Stewart, Jen Shah's right-hand man. This is the same. This is the same to that. So you have Tom Girardi, who's the head. His CFO, this Christopher guy, is his right hand. Now that they got the right hand, he's going to squeal like a pig to save himself, to get time off of his sentence, right? So he's going to flip. Of course he's going to flip. Just like Stuart flipped on Jen Shaw. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Karma. I just hope Candace is clever and handles it with class. I mean, this is the thing. So far, she has been. I have to give Candace props. So far, she really has been handling the situation with maturity and class. So I'm going to give her props for that. Hey, Gustav. Ashley defecting from her gold-digging divorce. No lies detected. If there even is a divorce. The separation might just be a storyline. I think the reason why they said they were getting separated was because Michael no longer wanted to film, and they knew that he just couldn't say he didn't want to film. And so they said, let's say we're separated. That gives Michael an out from filming, and that keeps Ashley on the show. Hey, Danny, I nearly fell over when Candace said what she said about Michael Darby. But did you notice who did not almost fall over? Ashley. It was like Candace was like, oh, Ashley, did you know that the sky is blue? And she was like, yeah, I know. I deal with it, and I process it, and I deal with it. It's fine. Hey, Ashley, did you know that the grass is green? Yeah, I know. Like, she did not flinch. She did not act surprised. She act like, and next? And what? Like, tell me something else. Like, tell me something I don't know. Ashley knew. Ashley knew. Hey, Karma Collective, Robin needs the cash after that Juan situation. Listen, it's not looking good for Juan Dixon. It's really not. And it's really unfortunate. Again, everything is alleged. It's really unfortunate, though, if these allegations turned out to be true, because I really did like Juan. But I'm sorry, if you are an adult who is put in a situation to be in the care of students, I get that the students are, you're in college, you're probably in your, late teens, early 20s. That dynamic to me is still really important. And if you are their coach, if you are their teacher, if you are their professor, and they come to you with something so horrific and you do nothing, that says a lot about you. So I really hope it's not true about Juan, but it's not looking good. Hey, Gustav, is Michael an elf on the shelf too? Not an elf on the shelf. Hey, Gustav, some judge needs to rule his Alzheimer's is fake. I mean, this is another thing I said about this case is, are they giving Tom Girardi a pass because of how corrupt he was here in California? He had the power to, appoint judges. He was working for the California State Bar Association. He was donating to politicians, political campaigns who would then go on and be elected. He was a big donator to Gavin Newsom's campaign, and he just got reelected. And, he clearly was double dealing with lawyers and executives and powerful people and maybe law enforcement. So is he getting this sort of, pass because they don't want their secrets exposed? The more Tom is exposed, the more likely it is other people will be exposed. So are they covering for themselves? That's why I think it's going to be really tricky having Erika being tried in California, having the CFO being tried in California, having Tom Girardi, if he gets deemed competent, tried in California, because how do we know which lawyers were corrupt and which ones weren't? Which judges were corrupt and which ones weren't? So I think that's a big thing. If I'm the judge and Tom Girardi scratched my back a couple years ago, maybe I don't want that coming to light. Think about his mistress. When everything hit the fan, she conveniently is taking a break from being a judge because she wants this to die down, and she doesn't want it to taint her career and her livelihood as a judge. And then when she got found out, then she conveniently gave all the stuff back because he had given her $300K for her vacation home. He paid for her plastic surgery. He paid for her law school, all of this stuff. He gave her tons of gifts, but she wasn't given anything back until they forced her to. But unlike Erika Jayne, she played it differently. She was like, oh, what? This was bought with stolen goods? Oh, I don't want any of it. Yes, please take it. Girl, you waited 2 years. You waited until the feds knocked on your door and said, hand it over. So I don't think that the mistress is more morally upright than Erika. I just think that the mistress has a better PR team and she's just more strategic than Erika is. Because remember, the headline was like, mistress is more moral than Erika Jayne, gives back gifts. And I was like, she's not more moral. She just knew she got caught and didn't want to catch the stink. Whereas Erika is like, I'm appealing for legal reasons. You know, I don't give a damn about anybody but myself and alleged victims. She just played the cards differently. You see what I'm saying? But the mistress was just as corrupt as Erika. And I don't believe that, and again, this is my opinion, I don't believe the mistress did not know that Tom was dirty. Because I think pretty much everybody in those circles and in that world knew Tom Girardi was dirty. Don't forget, Bethany Frankel came out and said, yeah, you know, my ex-fiance Dennis, you know, he told me about how dirty and corrupt Tom Girardi was. Andy knew about it. We all talked about it. Because when you're in that world, when you're in those circles, you know who is corrupt and who isn't corrupt. Like, come on. He's been doing this scheme, this Ponzi scheme for decades, and everybody wants to claim that they don't know. You didn't, like, this woman didn't think it was weird that he was paying for her law school and her plastic surgery? Isn't even, and now she's a judge and he's a lawyer. Isn't even that a conflict of interest? So miss me with that. I think the majority of people knew, and especially the California Bar Association, they basically came out and said, yeah, we effed up. He had 205 complaints against him. 120, I believe, of them were complaints about him stealing money, like mismanaging the trust funds for the clients. So they knew and they did nothing. Actually, they did something. They kept him on the board. They kept him on the board and they kept him, you know, a part of the California Bar Association where he could say who would become a lawyer, who would become a judge, this, that, and the third. They knew and they enabled it. So they all knew. People in that world, they know. Nobody's sitting around blind. So, And also, I think they know that his, you know, dementia is fake. But they're giving him a pass because they don't want their skeletons to come out. Hey, Gustav. Yeah, the Alzheimer hit the day after his crimes were posted. That part, it just conveniently. Hey, Salma. Hey, Karma. If Tom doesn't have that disease, he should be burnt in hell. It's pure evil, and when people suffer badly with it. Yeah, people do really suffer, and it's just a damn shame when they use stuff like that to deflect from their own guilt and from their own crimes. It's basically his like get out of jail free card. Hey, Gustav, Tom has judges and they see it in the California bar paid off with that dirty money. Exactly. Hey, Foxy, Tom can't scam any more millions now of innocent people. Thank God. Yeah. I mean, hopefully. But remember, even when he went to the home, he still had clients. And don't forget, he was only disbarred this July of 2022. So technically, he was still a lawyer 4 months ago. However long ago July was. July, August, September, 4 or 5 months ago? Yeah, it's corrupt. Karma says, my father has that disease and it's cruel. Oh, I'm sorry, Karma. Yeah, it is cruel. I'm sorry. Cancer Queen says, I'm a total Candace fan. I'm a Candace fan this season too. Hey, Karma Collective, gonna watch the Lindsay Lohan film soon, Falling for Christmas on Netflix. LOL. I'm gonna watch it too. I just want to see her. I just want to see her deal. Hey, Danny. Yes, Candy. She asked if Candace was deflecting. I caught that. Yup. Exactly. Oh, are you deflecting? She never denied it. In fact, she kind of did like a tacit admission. Oh, yeah, I hear things, I process it, and I deal with it. That's like, yeah, I know. Hey, Gustav, I could have swore that I read Tom was running his law office from the nursing home. I'm telling you, when he first went to the nursing home, he still had clients. He was still talking to clients and meeting with clients. I don't know what client in their right mind was still going to him, but you never know. Some people will still believe the lie. Not everybody has it. Hey, Debbie, he sure does. Gustav, hi, Candy. Check out Diana and X yet? Check out Diana and X yet. Who's X? Hey, Karma. Ashley is cold as ice. These beauty queens are on sweet and candy and on the inside. Are not sweet and candy on the inside. Yeah, Ashley to me is really... Ashley is really turning me off. I was never a huge Ashley fan, but I never had anything against her, but she's really turning me off this season. And I'm tired of her fake relationship with Luke, where she lied about the timeline. I did a video on this. Did you guys catch that Ashley, in my opinion, is lying about when she first hooked up with Luke? I did a whole video on this. You guys should watch it. So we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac right now. So if you remember last episode, Ashley and Candace are at Candace's house. They're having the wine and the sushi, right? Okay. Candace says to Ashley, "Oh, the streets you're talking. I heard you were hooking up with or you were seeing a hockey player." And then Ashley gets all flustered. She's like, "A hockey player." And she rolls all over the floor and laughs and gets all giddy. Well, did you know that Luke is the guy from Summer House and Winter House that she allegedly hooked up with at BravoCon the first time? But I'm calling BS because Luke is a professional hockey player. And over here at the Candy Cane community, we don't believe in coincidence. We believe in conspiracy. I don't think that there are two different hockey players within a April, May, June, July, August, September, October, within a 6-month period that Ashley was allegedly hooking up with. So she's hooking up with two different hockey players? Doesn't make any sense. So in April of 2022, which is when they filmed the episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Candace says Ashley is hooking up with a hockey player. October 2022, which is when BravoCon was, Ashley starts hooking up with Luke from Winter and Summer House, who is what? A hockey player. And also prior to that, Ashley was on Watch What Happens Live. And Andy Cohen says, "Oh, who do you think is cute, like the Bravo guys?" And she goes, "Oh, Luke. I think Luke, from Summer House. Oh, wow, blah, blah, blah." So was Ashley and Luke smashing and talking before all of that? Why would Candace say she was hooking up with a hockey player? And it just so happens Luke is a professional hockey player. Professional, I mean he played when he was younger, all in college, and now he is a coach. Now he coaches hockey. He does modeling. He's an actor, and he is a hockey coach, and he played in college and all of that stuff. Ashley just happens to be banging two different hockey players. Okay, keep playing in our faces. Keep playing in our faces like we're dumb. But I did a whole video on this. You guys should go back and watch it. I break it all the way down, and I have my receipts. Gustav says, "Yes, the California bar apologized for ignoring 200 complaints about Tom over the years." Yes. Hey, Foxy, Tom and Erika still got people in high places that are protecting them because they are afraid of what they could tell about them. Exactly. Hey, Karma, I take it Michael doesn't want the kids on the show as much this season. I don't think he wants the kids or himself. He doesn't want his secrets coming out. And, like Michael or not like him, he does have businesses that are successful, and he does have those relationships to worry about. I don't think that the people he's in business with actually care about what he does, but I think they care about the appearance of what he does. Because if you're going into business with someone and they are a public figure, what they do publicly reflects on your business. So I think it's more of don't mess with my money situation rather than they really care about who he's sleeping with situation. And I think that's why Michael no longer wants to be on the show. Hey, Salma, Karma Collective, Lindsay Lohan is Queen Gaddy, LOL. Karma at Salma says, LOL. Hey, Gustav, Erika's, I never talk to Tom. I talk to him once in a while. I talk to him every day. Which one is it? She's talking to him every day. They're still in cahoots. And she's just lying. That's why she got so mad at Garcelle when Garcelle spilled the beans that they were still talking. Hey, Debbie, Governor of California is dirty. Isn't that Nancy Pete relative? Karma says, Erika pretending to play the dumb blonde. She's no Anna Nicole. Yes. Debbie, I saw your comment, but I don't want to get into it on my channel. No. Foxy says, both Erika and the mistress knew about Tom's shady business. Exactly, 100%. Hey, Karma Collective, it seems like a rat race in that world and only money is your friend. It's kind of sad. Yeah. I mean, the level of corruption. The level of corruption. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Foxy, Erika and her son is still in contact with Tom. She said that herself. Please, they're all in contact with Tom because they're all still in it together. Yes. Debbie says, Gustav, LOL. Yes, Debbie. Karma says, will Erika have to give her implants back too? LOL. Could you imagine? Hey, Cancer Queen at Foxy, what happened to Erika's son? Never heard from him. Yeah, he always laid low. And remember when Erika lost her damn mind when Eileen just used an analogy in Amsterdam? Don't talk about my son. Don't you ever talk about my son. Fast forward to now. Hey, Garcelle, can I have a threesome with your son? And then I'm also going to curse out your minor child. Girl, bye. Hey, Salma, Karma Collective. I totally agree. Fox is at Karma Collective. She would never. Karma says, LOL. Hey, Gustav. They ignore complaints about stealing money for 20 years. California bar needs to be cleaned out. I agree 100%. 100%. They should be investigated. I don't know who investigates them. Maybe somebody on the federal level, but they need to be investigated too, because that's just all types of corruption. Hey, Foxy at Cancer Queen. He still works as a cop and he helps Tom sometimes. Erika said that herself. LOL. Yep. Debbie says, thanks. Yes. Hey, Debbie. Karma says, I reckon Erika as cash stash, that glam squad is still there. Oh, of course. Don't forget, we broke that down when it was released that the CFO got arrested. And again, that's why I'm saying Erika's reaction is so delusional to me, because it all points to the fact that they were all in cahoots, right? So the CFO gets arrested for wire fraud that happened on September 16th, 2020 for $10 million, right? Because it's all of their contingency plans. They know that the crap has hit the fan. They know that they're getting subpoenaed and sued. They know that the scheme is over. The jig is up, basically. They know the jig is up. This was the same exact time that Erika and Tom Girardi went to their friend, Richard Lewis, the third, I think it is, who is their longtime friend, who is also a very powerful attorney. Around the same exact time, went and they opened up that Wells Fargo account. And Richard has funneled over $500,000, probably more at this point, because this story leaked back in September of this year, probably more by this point, funneled to Erika over $500,000. And so I'm sure she has more accounts like that. It was their contingency plan. So then after they set up the account in Wells Fargo with the help of their friend Richard, once they got that all up, once she had her whole pot where she could get money from, that's when they did the whole fake he's cheating on me storyline. And that's why they're separating. And then they allegedly separated in December of 2020. And it just so happens that his right-hand guy, who's been doing the scheme with him for 20 years, does a massive $10 million wire fraud on September 16th, 2020, during the same exact time that they're doing the wire, that they're doing the Wells Fargo account, funneling money into that. In my mind, that points to more guilt, not innocence. All of a sudden, they're doing these contingency plans at the same exact time because the gig is up, because they know the feds are onto them. This points to more guilt, not innocence. That's why I'm like, girl, I understand, Erika is probably a publicist who had a bad publicist to begin with, because I don't know how nobody on her team is just like, if you're not going to say anything nice, just don't say anything at all. Like, we get taught that as children. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. That should have been Erika's golden rule. Because this delusional crap she's putting out here, who is buying that? Who is buying that? This points to even more guilt. What logical person is like, oh, so during the same couple of months where they were getting subpoenaed, where they knew that they were getting pressure to pay back all of this money, because what really tipped it off was what is his name? I feel so bad. Because I don't want to refer to him as the burn victim, because I don't want to be disrespectful, because he does have a name. I apologize, sir. I should know your name. I apologize. But when the gig was really up was when that burn victim came out. And he was the one, I forgot what it was, but like I think his apartment or his house blew up, and his girlfriend died in the explosion, and he had all the burns all over his body, and he never got his money. When he came out and that became public, that's when the gig was really up. That when it was just like, whoa. And then it all came out with like the Lion Air plane crash victims, and there was widows and orphans and all of that. That's when the gig was up. And this was around the same exact time that the CFO did a $10 million wire transfer because the gig was up. And this was the same exact time that Erika and Tom and Richard opened up her Wells Fargo account, which is now what she's basically using as her cash cow. And I think that they have more contingency plans. I think that they have more accounts just like that she's being funneled money to, either here or overseas offshore accounts. She still has artwork. She still has jewelry. She still has clothes. She still has all of that. Everything that she got drunk and talked about. Oh, this cost $100,000. This is this. And remember, everybody at the table was like, girl, shut up. What the hell? You're out here crying broke, but you're wasted talking about, your purse that cost $25K. Your ring that cost $45K. Your earrings that you're now saying is valued at $1.3 million that you had the audacity to wear. Erika is not broke by any means. By any means. She has access to a lot of money because she doesn't act like a woman who is actually worried about, where her next meal is coming from. How is she going to keep a roof over her head? How is she going to, whatever, pay for gas in California? She doesn't act like a woman who actually is worried about anything. She acts like a woman who is playing a part. And she's not a good actress. She's not doing a good job at it. So, bloop. Karma says, I reckon Erika has cash stashed. Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's what made me go on that tangent. Foxy says, hey, Selma. Hey, guys. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Karma. Last year, I thought she gave Rinna money for business investment. Yes, allegedly, Erika gave Lisa Rinna $5 million. Allegedly for Lisa Rinna Beauty. Where'd that money go? Because it definitely didn't go into to research and development or product development. And it definitely didn't go into marketing, because who the hell even is wearing Rinna Beauty? Hey, Sarah Real Talk. Hey, Candy and everyone. Oh, no, I've missed a lot. No, you're right on time. Hey, Karma. So shady. Hey, Read Deeply. Hey, Candy Girl. Hey, Canes. Hey, sweetheart. Fox says Tom's friend is still paying for Erika's lawyer. So weird. That's Tom's money. That is Tom's dirty money. Okay? Don't get it twisted. That man is not paying out of his own pocket. It's a contingency plan. Tom is an evil genius. He basically got with certain people and said, listen, when the gig is up, I'm going to give you some money. Make sure my wife is taken care of. Tom is still 100% financially supporting Erika. Don't believe this BS. Oh, she has a sugar daddy. Oh, she has this and that. Absolutely not. This Richard guy is Tom's friend. Tom probably helped him do his dirt, gave him some money. It's a contingency plan. It's a contingency plan. When, you know what I mean? It's like when it goes down, this is what we have in place to make sure we still have access to money. I'm going to go to the nursing home. You open up an account and you make sure Erika gets her money. That's basically what they did, in my opinion. Hey, Cancer Queen, Erika and her son doesn't seem that close. I don't know. I just think he doesn't want to be on TV. I don't know what it is behind the scenes. Foxy says, hey, Ed, Read Deeply. Hey, Karma Collective at Sarah Real Talk. I saw you on Gabor, LOL. Hey, Gustav, Erika has millions of dollars in clothes somewhere. Clothes, jewelry, artwork. At this point, probably crypto, Bitcoin. Sarah says, hey, Karma, yes. Hey, Read Deeply. LE in LA on my LE in LA is way more involved with Hollywood stars than you'd think. Consider the trumped up robberies. LE has to co-sign that stuff. Who is LE? Who's LE? Read Deeply says, hey, Foxy, how are you, beauty? Good, good, good. Hey, Foxy, at Cancer Queen. She left him with his father and went to California and digged for gold, but he lived with Tom and Erika for many years. Gustav says, I swear Ashley has a PhD in gold digging. She's playing the game well. Karma says, at Sarah Real Talk, I bet he was wrestling with a chihuahua on that yoga mat. LOL. Y'all are a mess. Sarah says, oh my God, what a picture you're painting, right? Because you got to think about this, man. He's an evil genius. There's no way Tom Girardi was going to get caught out here and actually be held accountable. It's going to be a miracle. It's going to be a miracle. Karma says, so yeah, Candace needs to play this classy. Foxy says, I got a cold, but I'm okay. How are you doing? Oh, sorry you have a cold, Foxy. Karma says, at Sarah Real Talk, I made Gabor laugh. LOL. Read Deeply. Oh, Foxy, chicken soup and oranges. Hope you feel better. I'm good. Yay. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Salma says, Cancer Queen, all Erika men in her life begin with the name Tom. LOL. Hey, Karma. At Salt Lake City, Angie K is supposed to hate Jen Shaw, but she starts in on Angie H. Clearly, she's wanting that snowflake kissing Jen's butt. Yeah, I think Angie K is supposed to hate Jen Shaw. I know Angie H hates Jen Shaw, and I know Dana hates Jen Shaw, but I thought Angie K was her friend. Hey, Sarah Real Talk, those kind of people anticipate trouble and scroll stuff away for that rainy old day. Exactly. And remember, they have helped. By helped, I mean probably, I'll scratch your back. Here's some money. I'll get you on the board. I'll get you elected. I'll get you a seat, blah, 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 blah. So these people probably feel indebted to them. And it's just, calling in that favor. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Oh, I missed where I was. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'm just going to start right here. And if I missed you, so sorry. Okay. Read Deeply says, there has to be an end somewhere for all these fake robberies to be okay. Why not Erika's son? Who else but somebody? Yeah. Salma says, Read Deeply, her son is innocent. Gustav, so you find out the feds are onto you so you commit more crimes? Yeah, they're criminals. They are criminals. Crazy. Sarah Farrell says, I think Kyle is in for a difficult season. I think so too. Foxy says that Erika White case haven't been brought up in court yet, I think. Yeah, I haven't heard anything else about the Erika White case other than that first release. So we'll see. Karma Collective. Always speak my mind and honest is the only way. Read Deeply. Salma, how would you know that? Know what? Gustav says Ruiz Gomez. Salma. Oh, yes, Ruiz Gomez is the victim's name. Thank you, Gustav. I appreciate that. Salma says, because he did nothing wrong. Read Deeply. Tiptoeing and whispering about this one, but Googling history of LAPD. Foxy adds, Salma, we don't know that for sure, though. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Candy Landy. She goes, Candy, what about doing a deep dive into JonBenet Ramsey? It was forever ago, but still such a mystery. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I'm too soft to do one into JonBenet Ramsey. Just like children. Oh, it's too soft. But I do want to do, and we were talking about this earlier. So I'm happy you brought this up, Candy. We were talking about this earlier, and I do want to do more deep dives into other like scandals and, conspiracy theories and fraudsters and scammers. But I think I want to keep it more like people doing weird stuff. Like JonBenet is just like, I don't know. Like, I don't want, like, I'd be like, my heart would hurt. You know what I mean? But keep it coming and let me know if you have any other suggestions because I want to know your suggestions. And that's actually a really great one, Candy. I just don't know if I have the heart to do it, but let me know other thoughts you have and other cases and other conspiracies and other people. That's a really, really good point, Candy. So thank you. Read Deep is, oh my God, I would love a JonBenet deep dive. My heart can't do it. Gustav says, Tom blamed a fake judge for holding back the money. What a con man. what a con man. I mean, it's sickening, sickening, sickening. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Foxy says, why is Tom's good friend still paying for her bills? Because he's not paying for her bills. He is just giving her the money Tom gave her in case of emergency. That's what a contingency plan is. In case of emergency, this is what we're going to do. He's just giving her Tom's dirty money. He's not paying out of his own pocket. Sarah Will talks every deeply. It's quite a seedy past. I don't know. How are things there now? Who said Kate would read deep? I live in life for more than 50 years. Karma Collective, I'm canceling out the brother. Hey, Gustav, Erika has to have millions in jewelry and clothes somewhere. Yes. All right. Oh, Selma, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yay, thank you. That's really sweet. All right, I'm going to start right here, and then we'll do a couple more, and then we'll head out, you guys. Who said Kate said PK walks on an alleged DUI? LE is corrupt. What's LE, you guys? How come I don't understand what LE is? But yeah, I mean, PK walking on the alleged DUI was very sus. That is 100% true. That is a very sus situation. Hey, Foxy says, thank you, read deeply. I tried hot tea with honey. Yes, Foxy, feel better. Brene Bell. Hey, Brene. It's going to be a domino effect. No one wants to go down by themselves. Yep. But now they got that guy. Watch the head rolls. Yes, tea and honey. Foxy says, Tom was one powerful dude. I think a lot of people were scared of him. Of course. Of course, he was extremely powerful. Of course they were scared. And I think probably good people, it's like evil prevails when good people do nothing. I think it's a situation like that. I bet you there were a lot of good people who felt either disempowered to say anything or they were scared to say anything. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, like if you're in that situation, who wants to, like, how can you go against him? You know, he was the lawyer from Aaron Brockovich. Karma Collective, it seems like addiction with Tom and Erika. It's something. Hey, Salma, Candy, what do you think about Dorit voting for someone who against the other husbands like Lisa? What do I think about Dorit voting for someone who is against the other housewives like Lisa? What do you mean voting for? Voting for someone? I need more information, Salma. Who's voting? Tell me what you mean by that. I need more info, Salma, okay? Reese says the chief of LAPD seemed chummy with PK. Read deeply. Money and power are addicting, don't you guys think? Yeah, of course. Money, power, fame, influence, all of it. Foxy says that's a good one. Michelle says the way Erika kisses up to Diana says a lot. Looking for another older millionaire. That part. Sarah Wilcock says, let's out the scammers. Carmen says, crooks stick together. Foxy and Michael Cap, she was crushing hard on Diana's money too. Yeah, she was thirsty. Reed Deeply says, the whole Aaron Carter thing is so sad and depressing. Yeah, I didn't even report on it because, you know, I'm still like figuring out like my channel and everything. And like, I saw his passing and I just thought, I don't need to talk about that. You know, like I don't need to like break the story that Aaron Carter passes away. Like, you know what I mean? Because like it was just like you said, it was just really sad and depressing and just such like a loss. And by a loss, I mean like I don't want to say a waste because it sounds so sad when you say a waste of a life, but like when someone's like talented and young and like everything that he's been through, like his family scammed him and like all this stuff and like the addiction and his sister overdosed and died and just a lot of tragedy. It's just really sad. Do you know what I mean? It's just really, really sad. So it's crazy. Selma, again, thank you for the super sticker. Hey, Karma, if Erika could, she would marry Diana just for the cash. I wonder what they're doing in the hotel rooms. Bloop. Hey, Sarah Wildpock. Yes, it was heartbreaking one. Yeah, it was just really sad. Hey, Reese, did Erika give the girls the LAPD high-up deets to cover up robberies? Look, I mean, let's just call a thing a thing. Kyle got robbed. Dorit got robbed twice. Erika Jayne got robbed right before they were going to come and take the house. So it's a lot of convenience. Kyle got robbed right when she moved. And it just so happened that the security system was down, even though that contradicts another story she told. She's told a lot of contradicting stories. That's convenient, right? Then Dorit, as we said, got robbed twice, but the second time, conveniently, again, there was no alarm system, and the insurance money just so happened to be the exact amount that would clear PK's gambling debt that he paid off literally 3 months after the robbery. And I'm assuming with the insurance money, because if you weren't able to pay it before the robbery, but yet you're able to pay it after the robbery, logic would dictate you paid it with the insurance money. So, I don't know. Sarah Talk, can you do a deep dive on husband series? Yes, that would be fun, Sarah. I could definitely do a deep dive into the husbands. Definitely. I want to do a deep dive into Coach Shaw. Like, I think he would be very interesting to figure out him and Jen's story, what his background is, because I think a lot of people are like, well, why is Erika Girardi being sued, but Coach Shaw isn't being sued, right? So I kind of want to do a deep dive into Coach Shaw and to Jen. Sarah says, PK is so dodgy, very dodgy. Foxy says, thank you, Candy. You're welcome. Reed Deeply says, LE is law enforcement. Oh, wow. I never heard that. Thank you. Thank you, Reed Deeply. LE is law enforcement. Okay. Hey, Foxy. Even Erika was scared of Tom. Allegedly. Hey, Karma. They need to do a gay version of the House of the Guys and Women's. It will be dramatic. Hey, Sarah Real Talk. I think plenty of people are still scared of Tom. He has been known to ruin people. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you said Kate Dorit endorsed Rick Caruso, Candy. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, who said Kate. Well, she could endorse who she wants to. You know, this is the thing. Dorit, I don't know what Dorit's story is. Do you think that Dorit is actually going to come back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Or do you think she's just going to join PK in London on his new show? Because he has some new real estate show that's going to be in London. And allegedly, Dorit is going to be like the interior designer for it. Which is actually a storyline I pitched right here on this channel. But instead, I pitched it for Kyle to be the interior designer on Buying Beverly Hills. But as we know, Kyle got edited out, so oh well. Fox said, Sarah Real Talk, I think so too. Yes, you guys. Salma says, LA mayor race. Thank you, Salma. Yes, and then my beautiful Candy Cane, who said Kate said it was Rick Caruso. So thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. Sarah Real Talk says, Erika wanted to be Diana 100%. Michelle, Ellie is law enforcement. Thank you, guys. I had a brain freeze. Yes, law enforcement. How come I did not get that? I was like, what is LE? I could not get it. Thank you, guys. Karma says, all these children's celebs are not lasting long as grown-ups. I know. It's really sad. Salma says, rip. Yes. Redeepy says, yeah, I can't with AC either. It's too much for me. Yeah. And then, you know what also is really scary? Did you guys see Jessica Simpson? What the hell is going on with Jessica Simpson? She was doing this ad for like Pottery Barn on her Instagram, like a social media ad, basically, like a sponsored post, right? But she looked hella crazy. She was so thin, but it wasn't even that she was thin. It was like the type of thin. You know, sometimes people can be thin and you're like, oh, okay, you're thin. You lost weight. You're working out, whatever. But then you also have people who have like that sick thin, and then her eyes and the way she was talking. There is something going on with Jessica. Like, I mean, I'm shook. I was shook. It was giving Britney vibes. It was giving Aaron Carter vibes. It was giving Amanda Bynes vibes, Hayden Panettiere, like, you know, Lindsay Lohan before she had her comeback vibes. Like, something is up with Jessica Simpson. Like, what is going on? Oh, scary. Hey, Artie Splitwood, Erika is not a pretty mess, just messy. Bloop, that part. Hey, Sarah Real Talk, Diana's story is very, very interesting. Aside from the more dodgy sex allegations, her husband and Barclays and Saudi princess, there's a lot that happened in the financial crisis. Yup. That's the reason why they fled the UK. was because that I know her ex-husband was facing criminal fraud charges in the UK. And then I think she was implicated in it because allegedly Diana was the one who helped facilitate the fraudulent scheme between the Saudi prince and Barclays and her husband. And they fled the UK. And that's when they both came to California, and they were living like in Malibu or something. Hey, Karma Collective, bravo love hiring dodgy women with backgrounds for the drama, clearly, LOL. Yeah. That's crazy. Hey, Foxy, that world in Hollywood is toxic for young children to grow up in. Yeah, it's scary. Reed Deeply says, Karma, it feels to be across the board. It all looks like suffering to me. Yep. Reed Deeply says, yes, Sarah. Karma says, exactly. It's crazy. Sarah Real Talk says, yes, Coach Shaw. I'm very interested in that. Audrey's Fleetwood says, Barcelona asked what 170K that diamonds look like. And Erika said, I'll show you tomorrow. And then she wore them. Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. Very, very sick. And it's also sick because we know that she packed the earrings because they were in Aspen. Reese says, yeah, Sarah, only 1/3 of Diana's stories victims are mainstream. There's a lot more. Yes. Reed Deeply says, PK is so yucky, LOL. Michelle Cap, maybe Diana won't release who the bots are because it traces back to Erika and Rinna. Why not tell? This is the thing. I think Diana bought the bots, but I think she bought them on behalf of Rinna and Erika. I think all three of them were in on the scheme. It was either Rinna's idea with Diana's money and with Erika co-signing it. Because that's usually how it goes, right? Like, think about when they threw Garcelle's book in the trash and posted it. It was Rinna who threw the book in the trash, but it was Erika who posted it. So they get together and they do dirty stuff, and then they have other people pick stuff, right? Hey, Foxy at Read Deeply. I can't stand him. Yuck. Hi, Audrey's Flitwood. I hope I'm pronouncing your first name correctly. It's beautiful. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. Barcelona asked, what does $70,000 earring dollars look like? And Erika said, I'll show you tomorrow. And she wore the earrings. Yes, I know. It was so sick. It was so sick. Hey, Reese. They did Gay Housewives. It was called The A-List. Oh God. Hey, Sarah Real Talk. I like to have some cute little stories too. Maybe Wendy and Eddie, LVP and Ken have cute love stories too. Yeah, that would be cute. I want to do a deep dive into Garcelle too. I want to do a deep dive into Garcelle. And I would love to do one into Wendy and Eddie and LVP and Ken. Yes. Hey, Karma Collective. I just was Dottie Dorit would stay off camera. I know. I didn't know. Hey, Sarah Real Talk. I'm interested in Martina and Julia from Miami. That I think would be scandalous. I don't like the way, is it Julia? I forget. I get the two mixed up now. But I don't like the way the actual housewife, I think it's Julia, treated her wife. I didn't like it. I thought it was very disrespectful. And I loved Martina. I thought she was amazing. Foxy says she looks so thin. Yeah, Ray Deep says, oh no, what happened with Jessica Simpson? It was just bad. It was bad. Just Google Jessica Simpson, skinny, concerned fans, Pottery Barn. Fox says maybe she is sick. I don't know what is going on with her, but it just looked really, really bad. Who Said Kate says, I saw Jessica Simpson commercial. She looked allegedly pilled out. Yeah, it looked, I don't know what she was on or what is going on, but she did not look healthy. She did not look okay. Karma says Jessica drugs. It was something. And it made my heart hurt. Do you know what I mean? It made my heart hurt. Like you knew something was up. Either like she's sick, or she's on something. But whatever it was, it made me really sad. It's like when you see Britney, you know what I mean? When the eyes are just gone. It was just sad. Reed Deeply says, uh-oh, yeah. Reed Deeply says, sigh. Fox says she was thin. Reed Deeply says it has to stop. That could be our kids. Yes. Britney Spears says, Selma, I know. It's been a lot. Fansira says, fancy. Who Said Cat says, Jessica has been open about her past struggles with substances. Yeah, but she said that she's been sober. Like she's saying that she has, that she's sober. But what I saw either was like an actual illness or she's on something. And it's just really sad, right? Donna says, I agree with you, Candy. Yeah, it was sick. Like, it was sad. It was sad. Sarah says, I love researching. If you ever need an assistant, holler at me. I will, Sarah, I will. And you come up with such good ideas. Like, I want to do a mix of salacious stuff, and then I want to do a mix of like the feel-good stuff too. Like you said, like the Wendy and Eddie story, LVP, and the Ken story. I think that would be really cool to do a deep dive into that. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff to talk about. And then I want to do some more deep dives into like wacky people out there, you know, like really cool stories. I want to do a deep dive into that. As long as they don't come after me. Like, I don't want Illuminati. I don't want any of that stuff. Like, leave me alone. Yes. Oh, hey, Donna. Donna says, Erika said on TV that Tom would give Gavin Newsom $250,000 a couple times a year. Who else lived a good life off of these people's money? That is called protection. That is called protection. If you are giving, you know, Gavin Newsom $250,000 a couple of times a year, that makes you untouchable. That pretty much is making you untouchable. It's protection. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Allegedly, this is all is what's said. If this is true, allegedly, obviously this is rumored. That's right. Thank you, Selma. Everything is alleged, rumor-based, and opinion-based. See what I'm saying? Yes. Thank you, Selma. I appreciate you. Allegedly. Yeah. I'm yeah, let me keep it popping. Karma says Sutton needs to be active then and confront her on the show and stop hiding. I agree. Sutton has to step it up. We love you, Sutton, but you have to step it up. Next season, I get you were trying to, like, you know, lay low, but if you're going to be on the show, if you're going to hold a diamond, you got to step it up, Sutton. You got to step it up. All right, you guys. Oh, I'm going to do this last comment, and then we're going to head out. Sarah Talk says, I wish I could scoop up these women when they are falling apart. I think they have endured a lot to get to where they have in their careers. They are harboring pain and sadness. Yes, me too, me too, me too. Reese says, Tom has given Gavin money because they are both part. Stop it. You see, nuh-uh. I'm not going to be, All right, you guys. All right, you guys. We did it. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Michelle Cap. Michelle Cap says, Erika using a plane crash as an example of save yourself first so before you can save other during the reunion was disgusting. It was disgusting. It was tone deaf. And I think it was very manipulative and just horrible. Horrible example. Horrible analogy. Like, you couldn't think of anything else. Disgusting. All right, you guys. Yay. Thank you, Salma, for the candy canes. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. As always, be sure to comment down below with what you think. What do you think about? We covered a lot. So any of your questions, any of your comments about Erika, about Tom Girardi, about this recent arrest, about Erika's delusion, about child stars, deep dives. We talked about a lot of stuff. Jessica Simpson. We talked about a lot. So put down your questions and your comments down below. But before you do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Shop our love collection and the description box down below. We have a ton of stuff. We have movies, podcasts, books, mugs, clothes. We got it all. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And with that, I will see you guys later. Bye, my candy canes.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go.